outside this kitchen window here for one of the last times as I'm moving. God, that's been stressful. Autumn's so here now, isn't it? I mean, look at those leaves, they're yellow, and you know, everything's sort of...
Well, the leaves dropped quickly, didn't they, because of that sort of storm condition.
Yes.
So we didn't really get much of an autumn.
No, and it does definitely take you back to warmer climes, doesn't it? Like,
Yes.
you know, when we went to... Well, you've been to several places this year, and...
But when we went to Corfu...
We went to Corfu together.
But, you know, the thing is, here we are sitting here, I've actually got a weather app, and I looked at it this morning, and it was 24 degrees in Corfu. Exactly, absolutely perfect temperature.
I love it around that time, around that temperature, because you know when it gets to be a 30, that's just a bit too hot and sweaty, but
and you can't do
24,
anything.
26, even 28, that's so glorious.
And you can still fly there direct for a few days.
And it's cheap.
And it's cheap. And everything, well, most restaurants are still open until the end of October. Some do close at the beginning of October. But it's such a beautiful time that you can walk and paint or take photography or whatever it is that you enjoy doing. This is the time, or as when we went, spring, which was so beautiful.
You got all the flowers as well.
Oh, it was. I like the fact that about Corfu is that it's sort of, there's a little bit of England in there and a little bit of France and a little bit of Italy, because Corfu historically it's been owned by all three countries, and so there's an influence of all of them there. And so, you know, we had the beautiful, at the Rue estate, there's white roses climbing all over the doors.
Well, I mean, the flowers were just spectacular. But even in the autumn, you've got all those olive groves to make it green.
Yeah, it was still green when I went out there. It didn't look parched or anything like that.
Yes, because you went out recently, didn't you? And I don't know, there's something for such a country that's been invaded by various nations. It's so peaceful there, isn't it? And you think Corfu, oh my God, that's going to be really bustling, but it's not.
But we went to the north. We went to the northeast coast, and there are no hotels up, big hotels up there, and the villas are also cut into the hills, so you can't really see them.
True. And do you remember when we drive and go down to the coast, which of course is never very far away, and there'd be those minute little bays with fishing boats in, and
well, you could have been back in the time of the Durrells, the 1930s, couldn't you? You expected Spiros to step out and offer us a taxi.
And we saw a Durrell house, didn't we? But not, unfortunately, the original one, which apparently got knocked down.
Yeah, we saw the one where Lawrence lived with his wife and Gerald. But it is.
But actually, if you think about it, the Durrells weren't famous then, so nobody would have cared what house they lived in, and it would have been a dilapidated one anyway, wouldn't it? So yeah, but I suppose we all think of the Durrells when you go to Corfu, don't you?
Yeah. But I think I would recommend going there, wouldn't you?
Yes.
I tell
Can I just say, one of my favourite things to do was when we went to see Vasiliki, and she gave us a lesson in cooking authentic Corfiot, it's called, food. And we had, and she made in front of us in about 20 seconds flat, some authentic taramasalata. Now, do you remember, ever since we've known each other, when we were young once, you know, I used to go to Annabel's house, and the fridge was completely empty, apart from taramasalata and pita bread.
And a bottle of something.
And a bottle of something, usually, sparkling. And we were surprised to find out that taramasalata isn't pink at all. It's cream colour.
Yeah.
Oh, but when she made it,
gorgeous.
It was heaven, absolute heaven. And actually quite a few of the Corfiot dishes she made, which we were lucky enough to eat afterwards, weren't we? They were so super scrummy.
That leads me on to the fact that Greek food generally is so much better than, in our youth, where we remember going backpacking.
And corn lamb.
Yeah, exactly. And Retsina.
Well, now we had something called Whispering Angel, which was delightful. I mean, the Greek wines have come on leaps and bounds. But what was that? We had the wine where it doesn't travel. Do you remember that
Oh
wine?
yes, because they produce the wine from their local vineyards,
Yeah.
and it's for the tourists. Therefore, they don't need to put anything in it to make it
Travel.
And it doesn't give you a hangover. It's sort of much smoother. It was gorgeous.
I mean, everything was so much.
But I put on the post that particular wine shop that we went to that is so special. But you know, you can just pop on a EasyJet flight and get over there, and it is easy. But
But you know, if you've got, say, like a group of girlfriends, and you're thinking, oh, let's go and do a yoga retreat, or let's go and
play bridge. My girlfriends, we want to go and play
or
bridge.
let's just go and chill and
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing to do.
And drink lots
Well,
of wine.
Somewhere like the Rue Estate, which was it was an old deserted village on a hillside overlooking the sea towards Albania. And
You've got
the houses were individually redesigned, but keeping their character. So you've got this kind of little secret enclave. I mean, the most perfect place to go with a group of people.
Exactly, and because for instance, we're thinking of going back in the spring and renting a villa that is just as a 2 or 3 bedroom villa and a couple of friends might join us. But we've mentioned it to our young, I can't call them children anymore, can I? And they obviously they won't commit themselves because they might get a better offer and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But if they come, then I could just tack on another little 2-bedroomed villa, sort of next door, or just a few hundred yards away. So it does work very well for when you're going in groups.
Yes, but you stayed at something called the Liston Suites, didn't you?
I also stayed.
Which is close to the airport.
We went back
Bang in the middle of town,
because we
isn't
wanted to see Corfu town, and so we stayed a night at the Liston Suite, which is it's house that's been converted into 3 rooms, 1 on each floor with
just
a
like a
kitchenette and a
hotel
bathroom.
room, really.
Exactly.
Very
It's a sort of
luxurious.
upmarket Airbnb. But you're not staying in someone's house, but it's.
But you go outside. I mean, I've been there. I haven't stayed there like you, but you pop outside and go and get a coffee, or one of the cafes will bring you up stuff to drink.
Yeah, and I think it's just over like £100 a night. It's maybe £125 a night for 2 of you.
So convenient when you just arrive off the plane, hop there. It takes 5-10 minutes. It wasn't very long,
not
was it?
at all.
And then you've got this most amazing place to stay, bang in the heart of Corfu town, and it's absolutely stunning there as well.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I'm glad that you got me to get these jumpers because from Windsor, London. They're actually the Yasmin Le Bon Windsor,
What do you think
London
of this gorgeous?
because the colours, when you're going into this
tangerine, I mean,
grey winter, it's so nice to be wearing bright colours. I love
think
it.
so too. And actually, I have got one of Yasmin Le Bon, this jersey that from last season in another colour, and it's worn well, and so I'm really tempted by this.
I love you with the reversible scarf.
It's fun, isn't it?
Clashing colours, but it
Great, bit of chirpiness in this autumnal gloom.
with your orange lipstick.
My orange lipstick
Yeah,
from House of Colour, which I love.
I know, your favourite lipstick. You wear it in every single. I keep trying to persuade Grace to
Yeah, I should change.
but no, she comes out with the House of Colour one every time.
Because it stays, it's not sticky. I love it, love it, love it.
I've actually got the House of Colour pink.
Well, there you are,
you
you
see. So,
We're not very easily pleased.
no, twins.
No, but I'm saying we like a bit of quality, and I think, it pays sometimes to just pay that little tiny bit extra and get something that really works.
So these are the new collection, aren't they?
I believe so, yes.
Because when I collected them from the shop, she told me 3 had sold in the first hour of putting them out.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not
because they're a good, sensible fit. They're not too skimpy, and it's very nice.
And you could still take them to Corfu because to wear in the evenings when you go at a sort of off-peak time, because the temperature just drop a little bit at night. So perfect to wear one of these. Anyway, there we are. Our tips for off-season peak, not off. No, what's it called?
Off-peak.
Off-peak travel.
We're getting on a bit.
Yeah,
sometimes we just get the words wrong. Like I thought that was yellow, so just forgive us.
Anyway, off-peak holidays for us, slightly more than
and think about Corfu because it's a really good place to go.
Bye.
Bye.